Good morning, YouTube. How are you? Well, we made it through the first night. It was pretty chilly last night. It didn't get down to 36, but it definitely got pretty chilly. The reason why I know it didn't get down to 36 is because there's no dew on the ground. So that kind of tells me that it didn't get down to 36. It probably got down to like the mid 40s, possibly. But it was still pretty chilly last night. I'm glad I prepared as well as I did because I had to pull the covers over my head a couple times. So, but I'm getting ready to make some coffee, and that's probably going to take about an hour from right now because what I got to do is I've been up for a few minutes already and been chopping some wood. And got to get a fire going. And again, no electricity, so got the percolator here. So for about now, the time that coffee's actually ready, it's going to be about an hour. So again, the whole bug out thing, practicing survival, rustic camping. Now again, with sundown, you got the same thing with sunup. You can see in the distance, the sun is right over there beyond that pine tree. I don't know if you can see it through the crack there, but the sun is already up, but it's not above the tree line. So that means that we're not getting the full effects of the warmth of the sun yet until it gets above the tree line. So again, it's going to take about another hour before I actually start feeling the warmth of the sun. And right now it's about 8:30 in the morning. I heard some noises out here last night. It was probably a raccoon or something small like that. I don't think it was a coyote by any means. But I did hear some rustling out here last night. But I wasn't scared. I had my friend with me, so just in case. Again, I'm out here by myself, so I don't leave anything to chance. But when I get the coffee ready, I'll have a cup with you. Hey YouTube, Freedom for Kaz here again. Hey, I just want to get this fire going. I want to show you how it is that I do it. One of the easiest ways to get a campfire going outside of using trioxane is probably these things here. These are Vaseline cotton balls, and that's what I used last night to get last night's dinner fire going. And it takes one cotton ball, really. One cotton ball will burn for about 5 minutes. And let's go ahead and get that started here real quick. I'll show you. Now I'm just going to take one cotton ball, one Vaseline cotton ball, and set it in the center of my pit here. Okay? And then I'm going to take this pile of tinder. And once that flame gets going, okay, that cotton ball will burn very, 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 very hot for about 5 minutes before it extinguishes itself. So let me show you how this works here. Let me grab my lighter over here, and here we go. Now these things ignite really quick. See how quick I just barely touched that. Barely touch it with the flame, and look how big it is already. Vaseline is very, very flammable. A lot of people don't realize how flammable it really is. It should actually be listed as, it could be listed as a dangerous item. And again, it's so chilly out here, you can still see my breath a little bit. It is pretty chilly out here still. So, okay, so I got that going. I'm going to put some of this tinder on there. And again, don't be afraid, because you're not going to smother that, because that's a fuel. And that will burn for about 5 minutes. That will give us just enough time to get this fire going. As I grab these kindling logs here, and you can hear it. You can hear the water. The wood is a little bit wet, granted, but just go ahead and pile it on there. Go ahead and pile it on there. It's not going to make a difference. It'll catch. It'll all catch. And I'll show you the fire when we're making coffee. Good morning, YouTube. Hey, how's it going? Well, I got my coffee ready. As you can see, I had a very, very hot fire. In fact, it's still percolating a little bit there. Can't wait to have a cup of wonderful coffee. All of this with one Vaseline cotton ball, and my timing prediction was about right, because now the sun is at treetop level and it's just breaking through the forest. So again, as I was waiting for the coffee to get ready and the sun to come up to keep myself warm, I chopped some more wood. Now for when I have dinner, I've got plenty of wood ready for me. I just got to get my kindling together. I got my main fire source here now. I got my pit. I got my coffee. I'm getting ready to have some breakfast here. So I'll catch you later in the afternoon. You guys have a great day. Oh, and by the way, let's have that cup of coffee, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. Here's to you, YouTube. Enjoy. Hey everyone out there in survival land, how you doing? Freedom for Kaz here. Hey, I just want to touch base with you one more time. I purified some more water, and here's actually a better shot of my purification system here. Now that there's actually daylight. I have a 5-gallon bucket here that I pretty much just fill with water. Pretty much self-explanatory. I bought it green, then I kind of camoed it out a little bit. And I have a water hose going to my 1 micron filter and going into my reservoir tank. And that's for obvious reasons. I mean, we need to have water when we're out in the world. Now, one thing that you won't see, and I'll pan around my campsite here, I got dinner on, and it's hamburgers. And again, you know, that's not something that you'll have in your bug out bag. But I just want to show you, you know, and there's my car. But I just want you to see that all I have pretty much is my water system, my tent, and a fire pit. Alright, and I'm using the cooler as a table. But when you're bugging out, you're not even going to have the cooler used as a table. I mean, you're not going to have the mustard and ketchup and relish either, or, you know, the hot dog hamburger buns and this and that. But my point is this. This is what's going to be your meal, your day treks, okay? Now, I also brought some of this as well. And I also brought, in my bag over here, I brought some rations as well. Okay? So it's not like I'm out here saying that I'm doing survival, and actually I'm not doing survival. I mean, once you get your camp set up, it's pretty much go with what you got. Alright? And that's the key to this survival trip, is that I'm going to be here for a week, and pretty much what I have is what I have. I have not gone to the store yet. And granted, I have a few things that aren't going to be in your bug out bag, like a cooler, mustard, ketchup, and relish, and things like that. But the basic point is the same. I'm not going to the store, because when you're bugging out, okay, take Hurricane Katrina, take a tornado, take, you know, a military action. The grocery stores are going to be closed. And you're not going to be able to go there and get your last minute needs. In a sense, once you're set up, you're pretty much set up. I mean, you know, you just have to learn how to live off the land. You just have to learn how to purify your water. get your water source squared away, and maintain your food, okay? But in your bug out bag, that's going to be just a little bit different, because the point is that you're going to have to find where it is that you're going to stay in the forest, okay? And you might stay in one spot one day, maybe two at the most. Because when you are bugging out, you're not going to live in the forest for the rest of your life, okay? So you're not just going to be here and say, all right, well, I'm here. I'm going to stay here until everything passes. Well, in Hurricane Katrina, it took forever for things to get better. So, and that's just my point, okay? Even though, granted, I'm here for a week, all right? But if I wasn't here for a week, all right, what I would do is, again, my water purification system, having a fire. I mean, granted, I got a fire pit, but you got to make a fire, okay? But here's the thing, okay? When it gets dark, I mean like dark as night here in the forest, there could be someone standing 15 feet away from me, and I wouldn't know any better, okay? And I stress this all the time. The difference between rustic camping and bugging out is that when I'm rustic camping, I don't have to worry about the next guy coming down the road. Is he going to kill me and take my stuff from me? Okay? There's a 1 in a million chance that someone's going to come down the road today and want all my stuff. Okay? But when you're bugging out, when there's something going on, look at what happened in Hurricane Katrina, and that's a prime example. Okay, people were killing each other for their food. People were killing each other and beating up each other for their medical supplies. Why? Because there was no access to any of that. So my point is, again, I always stress the fact, you've got to practice. Just because you have a bug out bag and you have everything in your bug out bag that you think you're going to need, that's great. Okay, I applaud you for putting your bug out bag together, but can you use the stuff that you have in your bug out bag? That's the key. That's the whole key. Do you know how to use it? And can you use it in a pressure situation? That is like huge. There's a little muskrat over there catching my attention. But, the chipmunk rather, not a muskrat, chipmunk. But, see, like right now, there's no pressure for me putting my fire together. There's no pressure for me purifying my water. There's no pressure for me doing any of those things. I just go ahead and I do them, and then now that I've done it a couple times, few times, oh, okay, this isn't so hard. And that's what I encourage, and that's why I encourage practice. I'll be going to the river tonight, and I'll be putting a couple lines in the water, and hopefully I'll get some fish. I'll keep you updated. You guys have a great day.